Well. How's it going, gang? Almighty Tevin here. It's been a minute since I did a video like this. Well, our buddy Doc has a brand new begging video. Didn't watch it. I just started it to see what was going on in the beginning. He has a brand new begging video. Special announcement. Super important marathon this Saturday. If you want to help, please consider leaving me a tip. And of course, he puts the entire link there. He never shortened the link or anything. He's very much a professional. But there's some other stuff I want to watch before this. It's actually more I could watch on top of this stuff, but I would have to go through a lot of effort to find it. Didn't feel like doing it. So it is what it is. But this is a very serious begging video. He really needs our help, which is why he recorded this video the other day and waited till his off day to upload it. Scientists and people that are smarter than me realize that our buddy has on his King of Retro shirt and he's extremely unshaven. Now, if you go watch him yesterday, oh God, that's playing out of my TV. I say TV is really just my third monitor. If you look at him yesterday, I'm recording this on the 18th. So if you look at him on the 17th, he's clean shaven because he shaved for his off day. This is pretty much how his life works at this point. He shaved for his off days, which is really weird to kind of go on a tangent there. He shaved for his day off where he goes to like Fred Meyer and Target and shit. He might see maybe 100 people over the course of a day for his off day, but he doesn't shave for his job when 400, 500 people might look at him at one time. He doesn't shave for that. He shaves to walk around in the mall or Target or Fred Meyer with Cat. It makes sense if you don't think about it. But yeah, this is from yesterday. Clean shaven and he got a completely different shirt on. If you go back to the 16th, he got the, what is the shirt? He got the King of Retro shirt on and he looks like a fucking bum. So he recorded this video on the 16th. And if I remember right, I might be wrong, I forget. It might have been one of those days Kat wasn't home, so he was able to record a video when she wasn't home yet. So that's fun. It's a very sincere begging video, and he totally needs our help. Which is why, and this is something I've been pointing out on my streams, he's been begging less this month than he did the last like 6 months. Every month for at least the last 3 or 4 months, maybe longer than that, for the first 15 days of the month or so. Guys, I really need your help. My bills are getting, my bank account getting overdrafted, you guys. I don't know what I'm going to do. I really need your help, you guys. I really need your help. We just got to make it till Twitch pays me. You just got to make it till Twitch pays me. Now, this is supposed to be crunch time, where he want to maximize his profits, get the most money he can get out of his viewers. He didn't even do that. The $200 donation goals he used to do every day for the start of the month didn't happen. And he got paid by Twitch now because the 15th done passed. So, Doc, if you're so fucking desperate, why did you record a begging video 2 days before you upload it? And why are you begging less this month than you have in the last 6 months? As I drop the mouse. Maybe going back farther than that. So everything obviously lines up. Another thing that line up, I guess this could be my excuse to watch this video. I kind of forgot this was a thing until your boy, GTG, Golden Triangle Gaming, he did this video, DSP News Special Report, DSP Gaming was a tax money from 2018. And it's 2 videos in that, but I'm going to watch them all in order so it'll make a little more sense. But this is an upload from Mr. Hut Stuff, DSP Gaming prepping for June taxes. And I think my timestamps might be good enough on this anyway. So let's get that hot show on the road. Remember the weekend preview?
What happens is you're supposed to
Oh,
guess.
shit. Why can't I hear him? Oh, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I don't even have my headphones plugged in. I don't want to record this video over again. How dare me? Don't worry. Professionals can get through these situations. And no one's gonna notice. No one is gonna notice.
What happens is you're
There we
supposed to
go.
guesstimate how much money you're going to make in a quarter, and then
I need
up
to turn him up,
front,
too.
before that quarter happens, you're
Get
supposed
this
to
fucking
pay
mouse off the floor.
whatever you think you're owe for that quarter coming up. So, for example, what I'm paying in April, all right, is going to be the guesstimate for how much I make from April to like June. I'm supposed to assume how much I'm making and pay that much. Then in June, I'm supposed to pay like another quarter's amount of taxes. How much money am I going to make between?
Now, just to give you a little bit of rundown in case you got lost here, this is from February of 2018. We are obviously in March of 2019 now. So in February of 2018, Doc was in the final round of his tax begging, and he was telling people that he was gonna pay taxes. Spoiler alert, fast forward to February of 2019, and he tells us he literally didn't pay any taxes in 2018. So that's good. He's
June
very
and
honest.
September. Guess and pay a certain amount of taxes based on that. See what I mean? So if I make more money right now with this fundraiser on Wednesday, between the money that I still have from December and the new money I raise on Wednesday, if it's more than what I owe in January, or excuse me, in April for taxes, then that's going to roll over to my next tax payment, which will be due in June, etc., etc. Okay?
Okay, so the money he made from the fundraiser went towards taxes. And if he got more money than what he needed, that money would go towards the next tax payment. Not bills, not games. Telling us straight up front, it's gonna go towards taxes. Where did the tax money go, Doc? Did it disappear? Did it evaporate?
Just being real with you guys. The
He
way I
being
used to do
real.
it, which is really terrible. I used to put it all on a credit card.
He's being real. And then he tell us he used to put it on a credit card because that's what smart adults do. They pay taxes with credit cards. Well, obviously. And then they don't pay off the credit cards.
Then that's going to roll over to my next tax payment, which will be due in June, etc., etc. Okay? Just being real with you guys. The way I used to do it, which is really terrible, I used to put it all on a credit card. But sadly, I just can't do that anymore. I'm not even in a situation where I credit card. But
Look at this dude. What the fuck happened? Is a fly in his room? He just completely zones out and looks all the way to the left.
sadly, I just can't do that anymore. I'm not even in a situation where I can afford to put it on a credit card anymore. I don't have enough credit to put thousands of dollars of taxes on a credit card. That's how overextended I am on my credit and stuff. So that's why I have to do these special events to try to pay the taxes, you know. I've been saving up as much as I can, but I got to do this to try to stay here in this house, you know. Just as big of a threat as it...
I want to see. I should have looked this up ahead of time too, but I didn't think about it. I want to see if I could find how much he made. I know it was like $4,000 or $5,000. What would it be called? He didn't name it fundraiser, did he? I think he changed the title if he named it that in the first place. Nah, it's called like special stream or some stupid shit that you can't find. Yeah, I know it was PUBG for a lot of the thumbnails for it. I'm gonna see if I can quickly try to find it over here. I know I won't, but it's worth a shot. Just try to be fair about it. See, it's fun because he names everything the same thing a lot. So if you type in special, you get a bunch of stupid shit. So that's fun. Maybe PUBG can give me what I want. It'll be easy to find because it had 7,000 things on top of the screen. Random PUBG gameplay stream from streams that ended early, part 1. Wow. What a great fucking title. 976 views, and it's almost a year old. That title, boy, Susan loved that title. Yikes. What the hell is wrong with this dude? Okay. I'm already taking too long to do this. Feels bad, man. This is extremely important, obviously. I have to find it. I could have probably looked up one of my videos and found a clip that makes some sense. But fuck it. Home remedies. Wow, he had a lot going on with this one too. Nope, it just looked funny. Okay. It ought to be easy to find, but I said that and it was not easy to find because I didn't fucking find it. Special fundraising session. Fundraising was in the title. I looked up fundraiser, not fundraising. So this was the end of the PUBG fundraiser. 1,300 out of 2,000 for Patreon. So $1,300. Tips total $2,000. He don't even have a goal because he beat the goal. So let's say he got $3,000 for this stream, $3,000. Now $1 that went towards taxes. Of course, he told you that some of the money went towards taxes, but why would you believe what DSP say in the first place? So in one way, you say to yourself, wow, he got $3,000 for this stream and he didn't put any towards taxes. He's a fucking liar. But who the hell thinks the taxes exist in the first place? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. If they don't, he is really fucking irresponsible. He obviously don't care that much. Because this is
All right,
supposed
folks,
to be
this
the,
is it, the
oh
big
God,
finale.
this is supposed to be the dude that's going to lose his house tomorrow or some stupid shit based on how he act. But if he was so desperate, why didn't he beg as much as he did in the last 5 months this month? If he was so desperate, why he recording begging videos 2 days ahead of time and uploading them on his day off so they can get extra views? If he's so desperate, why he still never did text to speech? If he's so desperate, why his last fundraising stream didn't even have the stuff as the first fundraising stream? And I'm gonna call it now, and I can be petty about it because then if you do it, I can say, listen to me. I'm gonna call it now. This Patreon goal, the top Patreon pledge, I don't think that's gonna come back for this next fundraising stream. That's this Saturday, by the way. And this little weird bar that fill up when people cheer, I don't think that's coming back either. He's blatantly less desperate. He's obviously less desperate than he was during his first fundraising stream. But he's supposed to be even closer to losing his house now. It's the same dude that said he was losing his house in like 2016. 3 years of losing your house. And somehow he's less desperate than ever. Well, fucking obviously.
It was in December that I may have to lose my house and, move out of here. It's the same threat. If I can't pay these taxes in April and then in June and then in September and then in December, which is when they're due, then I have to basically sell my house in order to pay them. There's nothing else I could do. All right. The good news is,
let's go over how important this is again. Well, my tabs is. Where my tabs at for this? There we go. I got to look at this stupid shit in incognito. He so desperate and he might lose his house. That's why on the most important stream of his life, he's going to be playing Call of Duty, Donkey Kong Country, Mario, Street Fighter, more Call of Duty, and maybe more. And he's also going to play Sekiro. Speaking of Sekiro, I got a giveaway for that game. It's, I think, 2 days left. The link for that will be in the description. Make sure to sign up if you want to maybe win a free game. Let's read this, though. Big update. My marathon to raise funds to pay my taxes. He can't even call it a fundraiser. My marathon to raise funds to pay my taxes will be on Saturday, March 23rd from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. Games will include Sekiro, Donkey Kong Country, Modern Warfare Remastered, Super Mario RPG, Classic Street Fighter, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout, and maybe more. He rages like a motherfucker at Call of Duty. Mario is a fucking snorefest. He rages like a motherfucker at Street Fighter. He hates Black Ops 4. He always say he don't hate Blackout. He fucking hates it. Based on the way he acts when he hates a game, he hates that game. Donkey Kong Country exists. And Sekiro he probably gonna hate that too. Please, if at all you can, attend and contribute as this is make or break for me and will determine whether I can keep living in my current home. He really expects us to believe that one stream is the difference between him losing his house. What if his lights go out? What if his internet don't work that day? He gonna lose his house if his internet don't work for a day? Man, what a stable business.
you guys have been tremendously supportive. Everything's up. The problem is this big fucking road bump I'm in right now. Those state taxes really screwed me over at the end of the year. And if those didn't exist, I would have had thousands of dollars extra to put towards these taxes that I don't have. And now it's just like keep rolling over. It's a pain in the ass. So that's why. But anyway, if I make extra money that's exorbitantly above what the taxes are, it rolls to the next tax payment.
If I make extra money that's exorbitantly above what I need, it'll go towards the next tax payment. Now, I ain't going to say $3,000 is exorbitantly more than what he wanted, but it didn't go towards taxes anyway. This is all literally a fucking lie. Just like when he was pretending to be single like a fucking thought for no reason. For what, 5-6 months? He came on stream every day. It's so different being single, man. Oh, man. I don't really have anybody to talk to sometimes. I can't really go out and find women to talk to because, well, I'm always over here streaming with you guys. I love streaming, but, oh, man, it's so crazy being single, man. And then it turned out he had a girlfriend the whole time. And he had flew her across the country to be with him 3 fucking times. And if you go back and listen to the pre-streams, that could be a fun back in time segment one day. If you go back and listen to the pre-streams on the times he was telling people that he was going on, he was saying stuff like, I'm taking a week off to rest my voice. And he told us he was going to take like a week off to rest his voice every 3 or 4 months. Turn out, the whole time he was taking a week off to rest his voice, that was just cat visiting. Literally, that's exactly what it was. It was just cat visiting. And then he come back way after all of that and say, I'm about to lose my house and I have to keep my house so cat can move in with me. And then after he gets money to pay his taxes, cat moves in. Fast forward 6 months, he about to lose his house again, and he'd been begging for that for the last few months. Now, we didn't come full circle, and it's 2019, because that was the 2018 storyline. We come full circle, and it's 2019. Guys, I need money to pay my taxes. I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to lose my house, you guys. Then after he gets the money to, quote unquote, pay his taxes, he's going to go on a vacation to visit his parents. His quote unquote happy and healthy parents. Even though the first time he told us he was going to visit his parents, he basically said he had to go visit them because they were so fucking old they couldn't move and that they might die anytime soon, basically. In the last couple months, it turned into his parents are too old to move and he has to visit them instead of the other way around. In the last couple of months, it turned from that to they're happy and healthy and we need to visit now while they're happy and healthy instead of visiting when they get too old. So I can't wait for the storyline next year when he has to pay his taxes again. And he's going to tell us next year, I didn't pay my taxes at all in 2019, you guys. I wonder what he's going to do next year. Maybe next year could be a wedding. Yeah, that could be the storyline for next year. Next year in April, he can beg for tax money. And then at the end of April, he can get married to Kat and have a fancy wedding and say his parents paid for it or some shit. Who paid for Kat to move out there, dog? Who paid for her to go on all of those weird visits to you? By what seasonal visits? Yeah, I could say it was seasonal. It was once in the summer, and it was once in the fall, and it was I think it was another one. I feel like it was 3 times, but the third time maybe it was when she moved in. I forget. But that's fun.
All right, just so everyone knows. People seriously, there's conspiracy theorists out there who think I have some kind of an offshore fucking bank account, right?
He doesn't have an offshore bank account. He just literally lies to his viewers every day. And then when people, okay, that could have been way worse. And then when people call him out on the line, he say everybody a stalker. So the Ducks for deal logic, if you actually listen to what he say and pay attention to it, you a stalker. But if you just believe everything and give this fully grown adult money for bills that he said he was going to pay last year and he didn't pay with the money you gave him last year, if you give him money again, you're a positive, cool person and a fan. And he give you the thumb.
Where I roll all my money into an offshore bank account and one day I'm just going to vanish from the internet and never play games again and say, oh, you know, I fooled you guys. I embezzled $4 zillion while I was fucking doing this. Spoiler alert. People that believe those kind of conspiracies are morons.
Of course.
It's not like you've...
The people that believe conspiracies are morons, and the people that believe he owes taxes every year, those people are intelligent.
You see me rolling in dough. You see me with new clothes.
And then he memes us out. You don't see me with new clothes and fancy jewelry on, so I must be poor. You have 2 houses, doc. You have 2 houses in the current year car that you don't even want to take a picture of because you're scared of the internet. And you had a lady visit you from Michigan multiple times, catching planes to see you. And then you moved her in. Of course, that's not equal to fancy jewelry and fancy clothes. But that's still wasting a lot of money. Fancy clothes cost less than flying bitches across the country multiple times. Could have bought a lot of Supreme for that.
Goes on every day. You've been seeing me wear the same shit forever. You know what I mean? Like, it's so ludicrous. But whatever. I can't even afford a new TV because my TV has massive input lag. My PS4 is on its lap.
And then we get memed out even more at the end of this video. I guess the original Weekend Preview video was even worse. He complained about his TV. He don't have money to buy a TV. When he moved across the country, he spent multiple thousands of dollars on the TV. He didn't want to buy a TV to play games on, even though that was his job. He was using a 5-year-old TV when he moved across the country. It was at least 5 years old, maybe 4. But he bought a TV to watch wrestling on instead, and for him and Panda to watch movies on. And he don't have money to buy a new PS4. You don't have $400? Stable businessman doesn't have $400 to spend on a product to use at his job? That's not like a personal problem.
Ass legs with audio issues and everything. I don't have money for that. And you're going to tell me like I was saving money exorbitantly, you know, rolling money into an offshore bank account. People are nuts, all right? But
who the fuck puts money in an offshore bank account?
Wednesday should be a fun day.
People still do
for
that.
Everyone, even if
how
you
dare you? Well, that's that first video. So that was him. I mean, as the title says, prepping for June taxes. February 2018. The money I get is going to go towards taxes. And if I get extra, it's going to go towards June taxes. Oh. So now we got February 22nd, 2019. Almost an entire, like a full 365 days. February 22nd, 2019. $20,000 for taxes.
Whether they put me on a
it's going to be
plan,
a
whether I
long
can
one.
even afford it, I don't know what's going to happen. I guess we're going to find out. So there you go. All right, let's keep knocking stuff down. The bottom line is I think I'm going to owe a ton of money. I do. I think I'm going to owe... I'm just guessing. This is just me guessing.
This is just him guessing, you guys. Just him guessing. Don't worry.
I'm guessing I'm going to owe the government 20 grand.
God damn it.
Not even lying. Probably about $20,000. And that's because I didn't pay taxes all year, and I now have fees and interest and everything that's accrued on top of whatever the base amount was.
And that's the key to victory right there.
Probably about $20,000.
I like how he guesses $20,000, by the way. Even though a couple months before this, he guessed $16,000. So it grew by $4 grand.
And that's because
Did it drink
I didn't pay
Woodford's
taxes all
reserve?
year, and I now have fees and interest and everything
Hilarious.
that's accrued on top of whatever the base amount was that I owed. Now,
I want to hear this again because I'm fucking
and
stupid.
that's because I didn't pay taxes all.
There we go. That's the key to victory. I didn't pay. I can't even talk today. I didn't pay taxes all year. But Doc, what about the fundraiser in 2018? Was that a fundraiser to move Cat in and you lied and said it was about taxes? And now you got a double lie and say you never paid taxes? Now, I still have the screenshot of this, right? Yeah, I do. Ass-munching ball suckers, of course. Planet Jeff gave him a lot of money during that stream, too, and he recently came back well and the fuck out on DSP. But ass-munching ball suckers gave him $1,000 in one go right there. The Spicoli, $100 through Patreon in one go right there because they felt bad for Doc and wanted him to keep his fucking house. Now, how the hell do these people feel now? Imagine if you gave DSP $1,000 in one shot to help pay his taxes. And you hear him literally a year later saying, I didn't pay any taxes last year. If you gave him that $1,000, how are you feeling right now? I couldn't even imagine. Even if you like a literally rich person, you don't want to just say, I threw away $1,000. You could have put that towards something. You don't keep your money by wasting it. Sheesh.
Year, and I now have fees and interest.
That's fucking rough.
And everything that's accrued on top of whatever the base amount was that I owed. Now, I didn't even make like about half of that from the special gifted subs that I got from Emerald 7. At least I got a little bit of a start, but I doubt I'll have half of that left by the time that it's kind of time to pay the taxes. So we're gonna see what happens.
He gets more than $10,000 in subs from one dude gifting subs on his channel, and that won't even be able to go towards taxes. He's paying, $5,000 in bills every month? Does he live in a mansion?
We'll see. That's me guessing, but we'll see. In reality, we'll see what I owe, so. And by the way, saying that, me saying
this gameplay is invigorating, by the way.
Is an estimate, is very much just a guess. I have no idea. I think it's going to be more because based off of what I was told,
it's also extremely responsible to tell your pay pigs, I owe $20,000 and then say it's an estimate. Guys, prepare yourself to give me $20,000, but that's just an estimate. I really don't know. I'm just coming up with a random number right now. That's so fucking irresponsible, dude. It enrages me that DSP doesn't have more fans and loyal viewers. Because he's so honest. He's such a cool fucking dude.
You know
what
if
I mean?
I had paid all of my taxes on time, with all of my write-offs and everything that I get, I would have had to pay around $16,000 over the course of last year. Okay? They wanted me to pay $4,000 every quarter. I had no money. I literally...
Now, we just looked at a clip from a stream when he made $3,000 on that one stream, and that was a stream dedicated to making money for taxes. Now, $1 of it went towards taxes. And then he's telling us a full year later, if I would have paid those taxes I told you I was going to pay, I would owe less money. He didn't pay any of them at all. So now he owes even more. Oh, man.
Never had money to pay taxes last year.
He never had money to pay taxes last year. What the fuck was this then? $1,300, $2,100, $1,000 from one fucking dude? He never had money to pay taxes. Was this a bill stream then? Let me listen to the first video of this. I want to see what he tell us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my fundraising special. Already, it's been incredibly successful. Thank you to everyone who's already contributed. As you can see, right over here, we got a running tally. Already, it's outdated. I have to update it massively. Thank you to everyone. We got all new stuff. We got, below me, we've got a Cheers bar accumulating for all the...
Yeah, I don't think you're going to tell us it was for taxes. And I'm not going back to listen to a pre-stream because it's going to be 45 minutes of nothing, around 5 minutes of information.
Cheers for today. We're up to a record number of subs on my Twitch channel. People are being incredibly generous. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. But I said, everyone, I got to stop updating everything and actually play a game. So that's what we're doing here.
What a shocker. People gave you a lot of money when you told them you was going to lose your house. That's crazy.
Shout out to...
Yeah, he didn't say anything about taxes and that.
All of my money basically went to bills because so many bills went up in 2018.
He got $3,000 in one day from one stream, and that went towards bills. $3,000 in one day go towards bills. What happened to the rest of the money you get during a month then? Oh boy, if this taxes shit is real, this is unbelievable. And if it's a lie, it's unbelievable. There's no way he can win in this situation. This is like fucking miraculous. It's so ridiculous.
In particular, all my credit card bills doubled. That's not me exaggerating. Every credit card payment I had doubled. And I have a lot of credit card debt. I mean, you're talking over $1,000 a month that I used to have in my pocket gone just because they raised the minimum payments.
I love this meme too. He used to have $1,000 up in his pocket a month of free money before some rule came into place that fucked up his credit card payments. What? So over the course of 2018, when he had no money to pay any bills, he also had $1,000 extra in his pocket a month. Okay. This is also the same dude, though. I think I uploaded a video. Yeah, I did a while ago. It was something along the lines of DSP tries that I used to have money to do for everything or some shit. Because he always changed the story, and he changed the story too much. He'll tell us in 2019, for instance, oh my God, in 2018, I used to have so much extra money. I was able to buy every new release. I didn't have to worry about anything. And this year, man, it's so bad. And then you go to 2018 and you listen to him and he'll say, oh my God, you guys, in 2017, I didn't have anything to worry about. It wasn't as bad. I have no money to do anything now. You go to 2017, oh my God, you guys, in 2016, it wasn't that bad. I had extra money. I was able to buy games. I was able to go on vacation sometimes, with my ex. Man, but now it's so bad. Every year, the last year is the worst year. And that current year, no, every year, the last year is better than the current year. And then at the end of the year, he tells us it was amazing. At the end of 2019, he's going to tell us 2019 was amazing. And then in 2020, he's going to tell us 2019 was horrible. And but he had money to buy stuff, but he doesn't have money now. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. And because his fan base is full of people that don't fucking pay attention and they have a lot of extra money, I guess. It doesn't stick with anybody. And if it do stick with them, they get banned. Phil, what about the last time you said you was going to pay taxes? Did you lie to us? Ban. You can't question that stuff. You're just supposed to pay up. Only stupid people question stuff.
Raise the interest because the Fed in the United States raised the interest rates.
And as usual, it's not his fault. Nothing he can do. It's the Fed fault.
So they all raised the interest rates on the cards, which made them raise the minimum payments. And now I'm paying double every month on every credit card than I used to. So, that's where all my fucking money goes now. It sucks. But yeah, that's what I'm worried. I'm thinking if let's say I owed $16,000.
This is another hot meme, by the way. If you take all of this stuff as being true, he said he had $1,000 extra in his pocket every month, but because of the Fed, now his credit card bills are so high, he doesn't have that extra $1,000 a month anymore. Maybe when he was getting an extra $1,000 a month, he should have been paying off the credit card bills, and then maybe he wouldn't owe them now. Logically, that would make sense, right? What did the $1,000 extra a month go towards, Doc? And you know damn well if you ask him about this, he's going to say you listened to him wrong or you being a troll or some stupid shit. I'm just going by the stuff he's saying in this video. And it's still conflicting.
I didn't pay any of it. So, if let's say I owed $16,000, I didn't pay any of it. So, not only do I owe that, but now there's going to be taxes.
I didn't pay any of it. Remember when you gave me $1,000 last year, PayPig? That didn't go towards taxes. I know the stream said it was for taxes. I know I told you it was for taxes. I know I said it was a fundraising stream to save my house. But it didn't go towards taxes at all. I need you to save my house again.
Fees, I'm assuming $4,000 to $5,000. So maybe $21,000 I'm going to owe. That's what I'm
No,
thinking.
it's $21,000.
Maybe by the time April 15th comes, I'll have between 8,000 and 10,000 left from the gifted subs. If that, we'll have to see. Because the other problem is I have to pay for them to do my taxes. And guess how much they're going to charge me? They just told me $1,230 to do my taxes this year. That's what the tax attorney said. $1,230 to do my taxes. Now, the older guy that I used to use in Connecticut also used to charge me that much. He used to charge me $1,250. But when he did that, he used to do both my state and federal.
And now he's praising the dude that he said screwed him over. He went on a campaign over the course of 2017. Oh, the tax guy screwed me over. The tax dude screwed me over. Fuck him. He's a piece of shit. I don't have the money to sue him, but he screwed me over. And now you fast forward to 2019 and that tax dude was amazing. He didn't screw him over at all. For the people that know their law, this situation literally exists because of one person, based on DSP original story when he talked about taxes. The first time he talked about taxes, he blamed it on his tax attorney, accountant, whatever the fuck it was. He pretty much told us when he moved across the country, the dude said, no, you don't have to pay any taxes living in Washington. You can just work. You can work for free, basically. You don't have to pay any taxes to anybody. You only have to pay federal. You don't have to pay state taxes at all. That was apparently the dude screwing him over because he lied to him. He gave him wrong information. Now, 2 years later, that dude was fantastic.
This is just for federal.
I want to see, is he going to bring up that the tax dude that he's talking about is the one that put him in this situation based on his own story?
He charged $1,230. So right there, that's $1,230 I should have been paying. I could go to the government. Instead, it's got to go to the tax attorney.
Nope.
To pay for the services rendered. So that's what I mean. Like, money comes and money goes. And it sucks.
Did the $3,000 come and go?
Because even though I did get all these gifted subs in December, a lot of that's going to be gone by the time April comes for various reasons. So maybe I'll have, hopefully, 8,000 maybe to put towards the taxes from that.
Dude, I think the subs added up, if you take away what Twitch take, I think he got like between $13,000 and $15,000 from that shit from one dude gifting subs on his channel. I'm going to be nice to him and say it was 11. But still, it's double-digit thousands of dollars from one person, plus all of the money he normally makes from streaming. And by the time taxes come around, he might not even have all of it anymore. This doesn't make any sense. This is like how an actual crackhead would handle money. Man, I had $500 yesterday, and man, it's just, man, money comes and money goes, man. It's just like, man, dude, man, you can't even fucking explain what you spend anything on.
And then, like I said, whatever else I raise, maybe I could get really good and a really good event in March, and maybe for my birthday, some really good stuff. And then I end up raising.
Maybe I can do a good job begging and the pay pigs to give me some more money. And maybe they'll give me a lot of money for my birthday. Because, 37-year-old dudes on the internet, they make a lot of money for their birthday. It's like a little kid, obviously.
A few more $1,000.
Maybe you can celebrate it for a week
pay
again.
Half of what I owe.
A week-long birthday
by
celebration.
Mid-April, that would probably be ideal. And that way, it's if you're talking $10,000 or less, that's not a huge deal. Usually the government will work with you. So hopefully this will all work out, but I don't know.
He told us the government was going to work with him 2 years ago. He was telling us about payment plans in 2017 when he talked about his taxes. The whole 2018 payment plan. I'm paying the taxes. 2019, I didn't pay any taxes. Okay.
What's going to happen? I mean, best case scenario, I put out amazing stuff in March and April. I do a marathon. People come out, and it ends up being real generous, and I get a giant. I raise a bunch of funds to go towards it.
I get a giant blah 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 blah. I raise a bunch of funds. Emerald 7 was the giant blah blah blah. I raised a bunch of funds. That's the best thing he gonna get, unless some dude fucking put like take out a loan or some shit. Somebody got to take out a loan for him to save his house. Somebody else got to sell a house to help DSP save his.
And it's not a big deal, but that's like best case scenario, and I don't know what's going to happen. Probably not very realistic. Android, please.
I also love the idea of a dude talking to like 300 people playing Minecraft and telling them, I'm going to need somebody to step up and give a lot of money by themselves. Basically, he's saying, I'm going to need a whale.
Please stop. Android thinks he knows anything about this stuff. He doesn't. First, he says he has a friend who makes over $100,000, so he doesn't pay $20K. Then he says, why are you using a tax attorney? You should be using a CPA. It's like... Anyway.
Look how mad he got
we all
about
know that
that.
Tax attorneys are not CPAs. They're not exactly the same fucking thing. I'm not even gonna
He changed his terminology after this, by the way.
Now. Even if you are legitimately
he
trying
don't
to
even
help
know he's supposed to have a tax dude, and he don't even know what the fuck he is. Some days he call him an attorney. Some days he call him an accountant. Some days he call him a CPA. He's three different things.
all you're
obviously
doing is wasting time and making
very
yourself
responsible
look bad, so
adult.
please stop.
Please stop.
Okay.
Just give me money. Don't
Let's
try to
continue
say
building my
anything to
room.
me. How dare you?
Now that it's the correct height.
We
Yeah,
might
we're
be
not
done with
talking
this
about
video
it anymore,
soon.
guys.
And as usual, in typical dog fashion, somebody called him out about the CPA attorney wording. Now he doesn't want to talk about it anymore.
The bottom line is, tax. Yeah, we're not talking about it anymore, guys. The bottom line is,
He makes his whole stream about taxes and tells people an insane number of $20,000. I think the chat is going to want to talk about this. I think the chat is going to care if a dude they like watching on streams on YouTube. I think they're going to care if he says I owe 20 grand and if I don't pay it, I'm going to have to sell my house. 5 minutes later, all right, you guys, let's stop talking about it. I did my begging. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
tax issue is my issue right now. I got it. Like I said, next week there'll be a couple streams where I can't stream the normal time because I have to deal with it. I have to do my taxes. After that, it's in the hands of my CPA.
Now he's a CPA.
My accountant, whatever you want to call
Now he's an accountant, whatever you want to call him.
And then I'm going to have hopefully more information about it, by the end of April. But I will be doing special events in March to try to raise funds to help with it. And if you contribute, great. That'd be amazing. If you want to give me suggestions on an event I could do for a marathon or whatever to help with that, great. I'm open to the input. And that's that. We don't need to talk about it in detail over and over and over, especially when there's no specific info anyway. So
You know why he don't want to talk about it over and over and over? Because it obviously doesn't work out for him. I just pulled up a video he did almost an entire year ago that completely doesn't line up with anything he's saying now. He told us straight up that he did a fundraiser to pay his taxes. He told us straight up the money he got from that stream was going to go towards taxes. And if he got extra, it would go towards his next payment. You fast forward a year, he tell us he didn't pay anything. That's why he doesn't want to talk about it over and over and over, because somebody's going to make him lie during the same stream, and then he won't be able to back out of it. Because a typical fan of anybody not going to go back and watch videos from like a year ago to find a lie that doesn't line up with something you said a year later. But I think when you're asking your fans for $20,000, I think you deserve to have people go over the information to see if it's valid. I'm just saying. It's not like this dude getting chump change. It's not like he just putting it out there that they can donate, and if they do, they do, and if they don't, they don't. He's saying, I'm going to lose my fucking house if you don't give me money. But how dare you question the situation? You must be a fucking troll. Let's not talk about it anymore, you guys.
It might be a bit unprofessional to talk numbers to your audience, dude. The thing is, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Because if I don't, then everyone says I just fucking make it up. If I do, then people are like, oh, how could you,
Stop looking at your phone when you talk to people.
Why would you disclose that? I can't. Doesn't matter what I do. I'm in the wrong. So I don't really care.
Look at him. He into it. He turned it sideways and everything. Brazos was popping that day. So we're going to end that one. Now we got Dogs for Deal unrecorded post-Subnautica talk. The title give the whole thing away. But when he pretty much quit out of Subnautica because he was bored of it and annoyed and said it wasn't chill anymore. So he gave us a good old-fashioned begging segment, which is, believe it or not, an unrecorded begging segment when he talked to his chat is longer than this video that's dedicated to beg. The unrecorded begging segment is longer than the dedicated begging segment video for YouTube. He cares about his YouTube audience so much, he doesn't even want to beg anymore to him. Remember when he used to do begging videos that was like an hour long? It would be 45 minutes of him yelling, flipping off the screen and saying, fuck the stupid trolls and the idiots. They did this to me. And you wanted to get me killed. Remember all of that? Remember those days? Remember those days when you would check DSP channel every month and he would have a new 45-minute long desperation video crying about money and taxes and saying he need donations and he needs you to buy a t-shirt? Now he said it himself. His next stream, well, his fundraising stream, I closed the tab, didn't I? Yeah. He said his fundraising stream is like the most important stream of his life. The most important stream he's ever going to do. And he records an 8-minute video asking for money for it. In 2015, he was doing hour-long videos complaining about money. Very believable, dog. You totally about to lose your house. I feel so bad for you.
My taxes.
I mean, if you do, okay, sure, he proved me wrong. But you would think he would be more concerned. You would think he would be more concerned. And he obviously doesn't care that much if he wants to do an 8-minute YouTube video about it. Come on, man.
Are going to be coming due, federal taxes, in mid-April. I think the exact date is April 17th. I could be wrong there. It could be the 15th. I don't know yet. I'll know when my tax attorney completes my taxes.
He told us it was the 15th a couple days before this. This February 22nd. This February 28th. That's more than a couple. But he told us it was the 15th. Now he don't even know. It might be the 17th. It might be the 15th. Look at his eyes and look at his face during this video, by the way. Look how fucking honest DSP is with his fake weeb shirt and a fucking squirrel on the couch. He couldn't even stretch his camera out to fit 720p. This is the level of quality assurance we get from DS fucking P. He gives us a 480p camera and stretches it out for his begging segment. But he made sure to put Send a Tip Live on the screen. He made sure to put that up there. That's super important.
I just did all my tax work earlier this week. Did everything that was required of me. Sent it to the tax attorney. Then he wanted more.
You remember when DSP showed us a tax folder and the pages looked blank? I forgot all about that. He literally pulled out a fucking envelope and was like, this is full of all my tax documents, all my tax information that's in here. What happened to that? Why we didn't pull out the documents again this year?
More information. I gave it to him, and he's working on it right now. Didn't give me a commitment of when they will have an answer for me of how much I owe and all that, but they're supposed to let me know sooner rather than later. I told them chances are in April I may be traveling to go to Connecticut to visit my parents, and therefore if that's the case.
This is what responsible adults do, by the way. They beg their ass off on the internet, and before they pay, well, before they try to pay, life-changing bills, they go on vacations right after. That's the American way, isn't it? You beg your ass off, you pretend to pay bills, and you pretend to pay taxes, and you go on a vacation.
That's even less time for them to finish it and give me what I need to sign off on forms and have it filed. In addition to that, I told them the earlier you tell me how much I owe, the better it is for me because I can figure out how much I need to raise. Okay. So I've got this huge amount of money that I know I'm going to owe the federal government. All right. I know it. And I'm very nervous because here's the deal. The way it works is twofold. Okay. When it comes to federal taxes and the fact that you can't pay them, one of two things will happen. The federal government will either say, we're going to put you on a payment plan that you will agree to. And it could be up to, from what I understand, it could be years, or it could be short term. It could be whatever they decide. You're kind of.
He told us this in 2017. He gave us the whole rundown of how a payment plan will work. And now he's telling us again in 2019, after multiple years of still not paying his taxes, how a payment plan works.
You're in their hands, what they want to do. No, the way the payment plan works is if you don't pay it, now you're really screwed. Because if you don't pay their payment plan, now they can actually try to garnish things like wages and.
Didn't he not pay it in 2018 though? So shouldn't he already be screwed? He told us he didn't pay anything in 2018. Is he going to tell us that he paid in 2018 in this video?
Stuff, just basically money that I have coming in, they'll try to take it before I can even use it. I don't know how much they could possibly do, but in general, it's not good. If you repeatedly don't pay your taxes, you go to jail. Felony tax evasion. Okay? So in this regard, it's a big deal. If they put me on this payment plan, I have to find a way to pay it, and I don't know what it's going to be. It could be, oh, we understand your things are super tight right now and you're not doing good. So here.
We understand your views are low, so we're going to give you an easier payment plan. The tax people totally know about all of this and care about it. They totally
it'll
care.
Be a couple $100 a month.
We know you're not getting any new whales coming in, DSP. We know Vidal's gone, King Juzzle, he's gone. So we're going to go easy on you, couple $100 a month. Dude, if they gave him a couple $100 a month payment plan and he was paying 20 grand, he's never going to pay it off. This is the same dude that developed new credit card bills in 2012 and he's never paid them off, and it's 2019. You know damn well if they give him a couple $100 a month payment plan, he's never going to pay it. He's going to literally die and none of these bills are going to be paid. You might as well just roll out with it that way. Just live by the edge of your seat. If they come and get you, they take your money, they take your money.
Maybe I can make that work versus, $1,000 a month. I don't have it. There's no way I could pay that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. The other thing they can do,
the tax man should ask him to beg.
Is they can put a lien on your house. So they might say, now this is just me pulling a number out of thin air. Phil, you owe $20,000 that you didn't pay.
This is just pulling a number out of thin air. I like how $20,000 was a number out of thin air on February 28th and on February 22nd. What a convenient number.
In taxes, we're just going to put a lien on your home for that.
Just like how $16,000 was a number out of thin air for multiple months.
So if you ever want to refinance your mortgage or sell your house, the first place that the profits go is to us. Okay? That's how it works. That sucks. Because that means that, remember, the big thing that I'm hoping for to eventually get out of debt is a refinance of my home. I have a lot of equity in this house. I've lived here since 2014, and the home value has gone up every year I've lived here.
Eventually, the home value is going to go down. I don't know what he expect. I don't know if it's going to be fucking oil discovered under his house or some shit, but eventually the value is going to go down, dog. And then what you going to do? You're going to sell cat? That's gonna be the first thing to go at is fucking cat. I think cat gonna go before the house go. We got to get rid of that bitch first. She probably worth a couple $100.
To the point where I know eventually I can refinance this house. And when I do that, what I want to do is take all of my shitty credit card debt, loan debt, all this debt that I have that's considered bad debt, put it into the mortgage, dramatically reduce my monthly payments, and now that extra money.
I love how responsible this dude is. I want to take my debt that I never paid off from 5-6 years ago and roll that up into some new form of debt that's going to be amazing and fun and interactive and cool. And then do some weird equity shit and try to hope that work out. I'm not going to work harder. I'm not going to try to save money. I'm not going to try to cut corners. I'm going to keep my 2 internet lines. I'm going to keep buying stuff that people don't see and that don't interact or affect the stream. He probably buying stuff for his house still. Just like how when he moved across the country, he bought that expensive ass TV, but didn't buy a new TV to actually play games on, even though playing games is his job. You understand how retarded that is? That's like if LeBron James buy a baseball field, but don't actually practice basketball for a year. I think you get paid to play basketball, LeBron. Maybe you should put some effort into that and not try to play baseball.
Money goes to the taxes, goes to
That's pretty much what he was doing. Well, I moved across the country and I'm a Let's Player, man. I play video games for a living. You know what I should spend some money on? A TV downstairs. I want to spend money on a recreational TV and then beg my viewers to donate a $200 TV to me years later. Well, obviously. I mean, look at this dude face. Just look at him. That is the face of an honest man who needs your money so he can lie about paying taxes and go on vacations and move women across the country.
That I'm having trouble paying right now. The problem right now is I have an insane amount of this bad debt, or credit card, loan debt. It's considered bad debt, and it's exponential interest rates. Where in the last year and a half, and this is no exaggeration, my credit card payments more than doubled. So I used to pay a certain amount a month for all my credit cards. I now pay more than double that. I have the same amount of debt. It's not like my debt went up.
And I like how he hasn't realized, maybe he does, he hasn't realized at this point is worthless information he's given us. He's telling us a number that used to be a number that you don't know doubled. What does this mean to me? This means nothing to me. I used to pay a certain number and now I pay double that number. Well, what the fuck am I supposed to do about that? Am I supposed to think of a number that you might have paid and give you that amount of money? It's worthless information.
But because of the same amount of debt, because interest rates and everything in the United States have raised recently, the Fed raised.
Now, of course, it's not the smartest idea in the world to tell people your exact credit card bill amount or whatever the fuck. But it's pretty disingenuous, too, to say I used to make a certain amount and now I used to owe a certain amount and now I owe double that amount. What the fuck is the amount? This is you asking for help from me. And you telling me you don't even give me a fake number. You tell me, like, you give me a thing to think of. I used to owe $2 and now I owe $4. I don't know what the fucking number is.
Interest rates and everything. All these credit card companies freaked out.
I'm pausing too much.
Oh my God. And they raised their interest rates. So I'm paying more than double what I used to in credit card payments every month. That was the money I used to have to pay taxes. So until I can get rid of these credit cards, I can never.
And we have a fantastic lie. So he used to be able to pay taxes with the money he needs to spend on credit card bills now. But he didn't pay taxes in 2018. And if he was paying off credit card bills, then why does he owe more for credit card bills? He didn't pay either one. And he's lying to us like he tried to pay both and he didn't. He just told us in the Minecraft video that was a week before this, not even a full week, that he had $1,000 extra every month. And now he doesn't have that anymore. But I thought that went towards taxes. Oh, no, he didn't pay taxes in 2018. Oh, did you pay off your credit card bills with it then? No, I didn't do that either. You had $1,000 extra every month and didn't pay anything from it? What the fuck did it go towards? Is Cat a heroin addict? Are you a heroin addict? Does he like to like buy really expensive porn? I don't fucking know. Who knows?
Be in a better position. So what I need to do is refinance this house. Whether I can do it this year or next year, I need to show consistent income of a certain level.
What a great business plan, by the way. Everything is going to fall apart. I need to finance my house. That's his business plan, to finance his house.
I now have 2 years of consistent income that's higher and hopefully is enough to qualify for a refinance. If not, 1 more year maybe, and hopefully that's enough. And then once I qualify for the refinance, I get rid of all the credit card debt and all these problems go away. If seriously, the day the credit card debt is gone and it goes into a mortgage payment, all my problems go away. Credit rating will increase dramatically, so my credit will get healthier. I'll have less monthly payments, be able to pay my taxes. All I need to be able to do is do that.
Sounds good. Doesn't work.
And it sucks. It just really sucks. Okay?
Are we banning somebody right now?
My problem is like it
Yeah,
doesn't
he
seem
banning
like
somebody
either
right now. I remember this.
situation is a good one. If the government puts me on a payment plan for the taxes, I don't know if I can afford it, and I'm kind of at their whim, whatever they want to do. Okay, I'm at their mercy, and I don't know what else to do because how am I going to pay it right now? I'm barely making ends meet to pay my own stuff. How am I going to pay this payment plan they put?
I remember when he was barely making ends meet in 2016. And then in 2017, he told us he was able to pay everything in 2016.
Yeah, right. Unless somehow I get an increase in income. If they put me the lien on my house, okay, at least short term, that's the better option because now immediately I don't have to come up with money. But number one, still that doesn't help me with paying taxes this year. The new taxes for this year. Number two, what if I want to refinance and now they look, oh man, you got a 20 grand lien on your house that we don't want to deal with that because that's less equity for you. Now that's less debt of yours that you can pay off. There's basically no good situation. The only good situation here is if I somehow raise enough funds to pay off most, if not all, of the tax.
I love this meme. Somehow I raise enough funds. Wink, wink. Pay pigs rise up. Please respond. Somehow I raise more money. Somehow. It's no somehow. The only way DSP can raise more money is from strangers on the internet giving him more money. He has no other means to raise more money. He says it like he sells vintage cars on the side of some shit. You might as well just be honest at this point and say, if I make more money streaming, because that's all he can do anyway. Ad revenue not gonna quadruple overnight. That's over with now. So I don't know what this somehow is supposed to be in our mind. Because even if you got money to give him, and then he says somehow, you think to yourself, well, maybe I don't need to give him money. He's going to raise money somehow.
That I'm going to owe by mid-April. In 1 month. Basically, I have 1 month, the month of March, and the first 2 weeks of April. That's the time. I have a month and a half left to raise enough funds to pay my federal taxes. And if I can't do that, I'm basically financially screwed.
He told us this in 2018, by the way.
Realistically,
same thing.
The only way out at that point would be to sell the house, which would be
told us this in 2017.
Terrible. I worked my ass off to earn this.
He worked his ass off cheesing ad revenue by uploading dozens of videos every day for years. He worked his ass off not paying his friends. He worked his ass off moving a jobless lady that had no talent across the country with him. He worked his ass off being a fucking ethot and lying to his viewers about being single for half a year as he was moving a lady across the country and having her come visit every few months. He worked his ass off lying day in, day out, lying day in and day out. He worked his ass off. It's hard as fuck to lie every day for 3 years. He worked his ass off doing that, dude. More than 3 years at this point. He worked his ass off asking for $500 or $600 to play Minecraft. He worked his ass off asking for $2,000 to buy a $600 camera. Remember that? He worked his ass off getting thousands of dollars through Patreon to never upgrade his equipment. He worked his ass off buying stuff to do in his free time and going on vacations and not filming anything. He worked his ass off. And if you question that, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're a piece of shit.
Place to buy it, to maintain it, to keep it. I turned this office into my place of business, and you guys love the quality of the streams and videos that I put out in this office.
And listen to this bullshit. You guys love the quality of the streams and videos. What fucking quality? Your camera is literally at 480p right now with black borders on the side. This might have been the wrong situation to tell us about video quality. You have a blurry sausage squirrel in the background. And your shirt looks like it's 3 different colors because it's literally so fucking low quality. It's VHS quality. He worked his ass off giving us VHS quality cameras. You want to know when the last time DSP upgraded his camera? When he first started to use direct capture. The camera he has is like 5 or 6 years old. Legit. I got the same one and it's in the fucking closet. The camera I don't even use has better quality and is worth more than the camera he uses for his job at his office where he works his ass off. He probably have spoons that cost more than the camera he used to stream every day. He probably have a spoon that can give us higher quality than 480p. But he worked his ass off. And this is high quality and we love it. You guys love it. I love 480p cameras stretched out with black borders on the side. It's vintage.
I know that. I know how much better of a setup this is than I'm ever going to get if I move to another small apartment or, you know what I mean? Like, I know. I just know the quality is going to go away. And The internet here has been fairly consistent. What happens if I have to move to an apartment complex where everyone has shared internet again, like I used to have in Connecticut? Remember all the internet issues I fucking constantly have?
Literally every apartment has horrible internet, by the way. People that live in apartments, they literally can't stream. You actually, believe it or not, I know a lot of people might not know this because apparently streaming is this exclusive thing that only the 1%ers can do. You actually have to buy a house in a gated community and buy 2 internet lines to have good internet and have good streams. For the people that don't know, Dark has 2 internet lines. One internet line is literally, I'm saying literally a lot today. One internet line is literally for his Wi-Fi on his phone, cat phone, and for watching Netflix and shit downstairs. He has an entire internet line dedicated to phone, Wi-Fi, and Netflix. Now, when he's streaming during the day, cat not even home most of the time. And let's be real here. If you watch a movie in 1080p on Netflix and stream at what, 4,000, 5,000 kilobits, your stream not gonna go down. It's just not. It's just not. It's just not. I don't know what he expects us to believe. I don't know how dumb he is. It's a combination of him expecting us to believe stupid shit and him being dumb himself. He fell for the marketing scheme from the internet company, obviously. But you don't need 2 internet lines to stream, DSP. You're not running a fucking server farm or some shit. You're just watching Netflix when you're not streaming. So why have 2 internet lines? But it's all right. He can't get rid of one because he told us if he gets rid of one internet line, his bill is going to go up because he's really dumb and he listens to everything the people that run businesses tell him. You know what? It makes sense now. Now I understand why he don't want his viewers to question him, because he don't question the people he give money to. When he called the internet company and said, I want to cut my other line off, and they said, no, if you do, your bill's going to go up. He was like, wow, really? Okay, leave it, dude. He want us to be as gullible as he is.
It was shared internet, which I don't have here. It's going to be terrible. It really is. It's just going to be absolutely awful. And
also, he gives us this internet excuse. The place he lives, he's tied to one company. He can't get another internet company if he wanted to. So he's not in the best situation in the world still. He pretend like he can switch companies anytime he want to. He's limited to Comcast. He can never not get Comcast as long as he lives there. Just like how I'm limited to Cox. And that's the best internet I can ever get. But he talks like he can get fiber optic or some shit if he want to overnight. And that's just not the case here.
Plus, if I had to move out of here, all right, if I had to move out of here to move somewhere else, now you're talking looking for a new place, preparing this house for sale, which I'm not going to have time to do unless I stop working. So now you're talking stop work to do this.
Another quality meme. If you watch his videos when he was doing house tours to find houses to buy, some of those houses were fully furnished. People still was living in a lot of the houses he looked at. So why, if he sell his house, he got to take everything out and move into another house to sell that house? He know that's bullshit. The videos are still on his channel with him doing house tours. The house he live in now might have been furnished when he looked at it. The garage was a piece of shit when he moved in. It had stuff all over the place, and a lot of that stuff's still there. So why is he pretending like he needs to clean everything out to sell a house? Because he don't. Oh,
you know what I mean? Like,
you know what I mean?
It's not feasible. It's just not fucking feasible to do this. It sucks that I'm in this situation. So I really don't know. There's like no way out. It's like the only way to get out of the situation clean without horrible consequences is to raise enough funds to at least knock out the majority of the taxes that I'm going to owe in April.
So to beg.
In a month and a half. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to beg
enough.
enough.
You guys being as generous as you possibly can and coming out and saying we support you and we love what you do. We want you to succeed. We don't want you to lose your house here. Here's a little bit of help.
I love how he says here and flicks his hand at the screen like a person physically throwing money at the computer monitor. Here's some help.
Even though all of you...
I mean, Planet Jeff gave him, I think, like more than $1,000 during that fundraiser stream he did last year. So how the fuck does Planet Jeff feel to know all of the money he gave him last year apparently didn't go towards anything he gave him money for? Imagine if a dude had a donation goal and they said, okay, if I get $500, I'm going to upgrade my computer. And you come back 6 months later and the dude's still streaming at 480p, 30 FPS, and the stream's still choppy and he's still using McDonald's Wi-Fi. You're going to feel like you got scammed. And even if you didn't give him money, you're gonna realize and understand that the people that did give him money got scammed. these people that gave him money last year for his taxes got scammed. And the people that are doing it now probably are getting scammed. And then he's going to go on vacation and visit his parents and come back and say, we did it, you guys. I was able to save the house.
Doing that together, I don't know if it's going to be enough. You know, I'm nervous. I don't know what to
I'm
do.
nervous. You know what I mean?
You know, I don't.
You know? You know?
I guess we'll see. So let's be honest here. In the month of March, what's going to happen and what can you do to help? All right. The bottom line is that in order for you to be directly supportive now moving forward with this tax situation, there's multiple ways you can help. Pledging to my Patreon, still okay. That's still fine.
I love how he has to tell us what methods of giving him money are still okay. They're still okay. There are still acceptable ways to whale out to me. It's still acceptable.
Buying something for my Teespring, that's okay. That's still good for now. Or tipping me, okay? Cheering and subbing, I still appreciate. They're still great, but it actually takes 2 months of processing time for any cheers or subs to actually translate into anything that will benefit me at all. So you're talking, if you do that in March, I don't see it until May. It's too late to help with the taxes.
What the fuck is the point of these weasel words for no reason? Let's listen to how oddly he worded this.
I still appreciate. They're still great, but it actually takes 2 months of processing time for any cheers or subs to actually translate into anything that will
for them to translate to
benefit
anything
me at all.
that will benefit him. Just say it takes 2 months to get paid, dude. Until it translates to something that benefits him. You won't get in trouble if you say until they pay me.
So you're talking, if you do that in March, I don't see it
You're
until
not
May.
working for a
It's too late
secret
to help with
agency.
taxes. You see what I mean?
We know
so
Twitch
at this point,
pays
I'm at,
people.
like, this is the limit now. This is the very end of that. And not to say that those who cheer and sub during the month of March will not be appreciated. You'll still get your shout out. I'm still appreciate any contributions. Keep in mind, even though I'm trying to raise money for taxes, I still need money just to pay my bills. You see what I mean? So still okay.
That doesn't make sense, though. He still need money to pay his bills, so it's okay if you give him money, he get too much from now.
Still okay if you want to cheer or sub during the month of March. It's still good, and it's much appreciated. But if you really want to help with this tax situation, it's got to be Patreon, Teespring, or tipping me. Those are the 3 ways to help, okay?
I don't think anyone's going to buy $10,000 worth of T-shirts.
So during the month of March, you're going to you hear me.
Also, he's doing all of this begging, and he's never updated his shirt store, by the way. Speaking of shirts, though, if you want to buy an Almighty Egg Gang shirt, oh shit, I thought this was his video. I forgot. Whoops. Speaking of shirts, if you want to buy an Almighty Egg Gang t-shirt, hoodie, mug, or phone case, just check the description, Squid. You can buy a fucking shirt. But our buddy Doc is at pretend peak begging mode. If you go to his shirt store, you get old shit that he put out more than a year ago. This used to be Christmas stuff. He actually finally updated it because his Christmas stuff used to be in the front. So now you have to scroll a lot to buy a Christmas shirt. So it's not as bad. There's no way he took them down, right? Yeah, there you go. His fucking fans, the talented ones, they really couldn't even make new shirt designs for this. Like nobody said, "Oh my God, Phil, you're doing bad. I want to help out. Let me design a shirt for you." Not one person did that.
Talking about this.
Jeez
Please
Louise.
tip me today on stream if you want to help out. That's the best way to help out you. So during the month of March, you're going to hear me talking about this. Please tip me today on stream if you want to help out.
This didn't even happen, by the way. It did in the same way it normally happened, but I talked about this in the start of the video. He begged less this month than he did the last 6 months. He didn't do the $200 goals for the start of the month. He didn't do the please pay me, I need money to make it to the Twitch payment. He didn't do that. He didn't do any of that.
The best way to help out, and I'm going to be just
He
saying
forgot
that
his
all
own
month long.
storyline.
All right.
Take a sip. Delicious. Nice room temperature water. Very tasty.
Dope Soap says, didn't you say if worst comes to worst, selling the house would be the last thing you did and that you could claim bankruptcy or default and stop making payments for the condo? Well,
here we go.
Let's talk about those things. If I just default and don't pay for the condo in Connecticut, a few things happen. Number one, legally, I still have to pay the condo association dues because as long as that home is still legally in my name, I'm legally responsible for that. And if I don't pay those, they could actually sue me which would really fuck me over. So I have to still pay those. Those are
Yeah, they're
still
totally gonna sue.
$350 a month. All right.
Wait, how
Really
much?
fuck me over. So I have to still pay those. Those are still $350 a month.
Oh,
all
the
right?
condo
I could stop
stupid
just
fee
paying the
thing.
mortgage
Gotcha.
on the place in Connecticut, and that would be about $1,000 a month extra. That still wouldn't be enough
It used to be $1,500 for the condo a month. I guess he was combining both payments.
to pay taxes. It still wouldn't be enough.
Look
to
at
do
this
much.
head.
Okay,
This
it would
head
help,
wobble.
but it wouldn't help much. What would end up happening is the mortgage company would come after me. I would just outright tell them, "I'm not talking to you. I'm abandoning the property.
I'm not talking to you, mortgage company.
I cannot afford it anymore. It's up to you to start foreclosure proceedings and do what you need to do. The only information you need from me moving forward is to tell me when you foreclosed on the property, period. And I'm done with you." And then I could just completely ignore them and never answer them again. But
You could have did that
potentially, from
4
what I
years ago.
Understand, it could take like years. It could take like a year for them to even begin formal for
He could have done this a year ago when he was originally begging for money. He could have done this 2 years ago when he was begging for money. He could have done this 3 years ago when he was begging for money. He could have done this 4 years ago when he was begging for money. But instead, he paid $1,500 a month every month for a place that no one lives in. And every time people say, "Phil, try to rent it out," he basically would say, "Oh, no." And he told us about that one situation where he could have got it rented out, but he told the people to email him and they kept calling. He wanted to email someone to rent out a fucking condo. Businessman over here. Full-time businessman. He runs a business. He tells us that all the time. He runs a business. And he wanted to rent out a condo through emails. He didn't want to have one phone conversation to rent out a fucking condo. Well, it is the digital age.
foreclosure proceedings. So I'd still be stuck with that condo for like a year, 2 years. And by the way, the moment you stop paying a mortgage, your credit goes, ooh.
DSP, you don't need good credit. You don't deserve good credit. You had good credit, went into bad credit going to fighting game tournaments, got good credit again from YouTube, and now you have bad credit again from not paying your bills. You probably don't deserve credit.
Into the toilet. Now the problem that we're talking about is if my credit score goes insanely low, the credit companies who I have credit cards with are now going to contact me and be like, "Oh, Phil, well, guess what? We're canceling all your credit cards because your credit went so bad. We don't."
I thought you didn't have credit. He tell us all the time that he almost don't even have credit on those cards. So why would them calling and canceling be a bad thing? I thought you didn't have credit anyway. I barely have credit to even spend anymore. I'm all maxed out. Oh, dude, it's a bad thing if they call and cancel the card. If they call and cancel the money that you can't even use anymore, it's a bad thing. Okay, you totally don't have any more credit, Doc. You totally don't.
We
I
don't
totally
want
believe
to be
you.
our customer anymore. You still owe what you owe, but you can never use the credit cards again. Well, I hate to tell all of you this. Credit cards are what I use to pay everything because I have no money. All my money goes to pay the debt. So I need to have freedom of credit. Or if I don't have a
I have no money. All of my money go to pay debt, and then I buy everything with credit cards to give myself debt. Well, there you go.
little bit of freedom of credit, I can't even buy games. I wouldn't be able to buy the games for the streams. I wouldn't be able to go grocery shopping. Nothing. I'd have no money at all. I have no flexibility.
I like how he lists two things: buying games and buying food.
So if I stopped paying that condo in Connecticut, within a year, I probably would fuck everything up so badly that I would basically ruin my life. Okay? So
Wait,
I
what?
would fuck everything. If I stopped paying that condo in Connecticut, within a year, I probably would fuck everything up so badly.
Well, he realizes he's responsible, I see. I would probably fuck everything up so bad.
That I would
Nice.
basically ruin my life. Okay? So I probably just can't do that. All right? Declaring bankruptcy is a tough call. The reason being, I would have to justify that I have enough financial problems here to justify bankruptcy. And I could justify, listen, my business is based out of my home. So if I sell my home, you're talking major disruption to the business to the point where I'll lose so much income, I can't pay my bills. So I can't move. And there's nothing else to draw upon. I can't possibly work more to make more money. It's just not possible. I have to declare bankruptcy. But there's all these guidelines that I would have to basically hire a bankruptcy lawyer to now look into it. More money I don't have to pay a bankruptcy lawyer to straight up make a case and say whether or not it's something that I could actually do. By the way, again, when you do bankruptcy proceedings, your credit's completely destroyed. Now, the difference here is if I do bankruptcy proceedings, technically my debt is erased or some of my debt is erased. So even though maybe I wouldn't have the ability to have credit anymore, I'd still be making money from what I do as a job, and the money could go to important things like paying the taxes, paying for things just with cash rather than on credit. So I don't know. It would be very tough for me to justify.
He gave him a really, really extra fucking answer that means nothing, but thanks.
Bankruptcy, unless there was a sudden massive decrease in income. So to give you guys a perfect example here, let's say later this year, Article 13 passes.
Oh my fucking God.
And half the people who watch Chestnut. What's up, Chestnut? How you doing?
Oh yeah, look how happy this dude is. He talking to a stuffed animal on his couch. I'm gonna lose my house, you guys. He's so happy.
Chestnut actually now stands perfectly nicely.
Chestnut.
The condo is a rental property. In Connecticut, not prohibited, but I can't do it because I would need.
Okay, I won't do this. This condo shit, I won't do this. Now we finally on to the actual point of the whole video. That was the lead up. And we have an actual video that's 8 fucking minutes long. Of course. Let's see how much views it got. 3,000, very nice. Special announcement, super important marathon this Saturday. If you want to help, please consider leaving me a tip. Did they make you log in? I think Muxie actually tried to make you log in through Twitch to send money. It's intelligent, obviously. I do like how he has a YouTube channel and the way he gets tips. And he obviously made this video just to get tips through people that watch him on YouTube. And the way that you give him tips is pretty much exclusively tied to Twitch. Muxie, they don't cover YouTube. They don't cover Mixer. They don't cover any other streaming websites. They only exist for Twitch streamers. And he's a YouTube video content guy. And he still, for some fucking reason, don't want to use Streamlabs or Stream Elements, which would make it easier for people to give him money too. Oh well.
What is going on, everyone who watches DSP Gaming on YouTube?
And he starts off the video hot. What's going on, everyone who watches DSP Gaming on YouTube? I don't want money from my Twitch pay piggies. I want money from you people on YouTube. He wants money from the people that can't like and dislike certain videos. He wants money from the people that can't comment. All they can do is buy t-shirts and send donations.
Dark
Nice.
Side Phil, obviously, and I'm the person who
Also,
creates...
let's go over how many people watch on YouTube. Let's have a quick trip to see how many people watch on YouTube. 900 views, 400 views, 300 views, 300 views, 500 views, 300 views, 900 views, 800 views. Scroll. Let's go down for a bit and see what's going on down here. I mean, I was looking at the PUBG videos earlier from 11 months ago, and some of them didn't have 1,000 views. 1,000 views, 1.5 thousand views, 400 views, 700 views. You're just asking for a whale at this point. You're just asking for a whale.
All the content for this channel. You probably know who I am.
Hey, remember when DSP told us if everybody that watched him on YouTube gave him $1, he wouldn't have to worry about anything? Because he thought, I think he was like, oh, 10,000 people watch me every day. If they all gave $1, yeah, 10,000 people gave him $1 every day. Obviously.
Damn, if you're an
it's
avid
10,000
viewer of the
individuals
content
that watch his
here.
videos every day on
The
YouTube.
reason I'm making this video and putting it out today is because today is a day off from me when I'm not going to be putting up any other videos on this channel. The reason I'm making this video and putting it out today is because...
Well, at least he kind of didn't lie. He kind of pointed out that he didn't make the video today. He uploaded it. So that's something, I guess. But if he was so desperate, why would you wait till your off day to upload a begging video? I don't know.
Today is a day off from me when I'm not going to be putting up any other videos on this channel.
Day off, by the way.
As you know, pretty much every single day I put new stuff up on this channel with the exception of the one day that I have off from live streaming. And the days that I am live streaming, I always record and upload all those archives right here to DSP Gaming once I'm done.
You always upload everything. What about this 45-minute long segment with your chat that you didn't upload? Look at that. Look at that face. Look at that face. Phenomenal. I want to make this the thumbnail. Let me see. Hour and 19 minutes in. I can make that the thumbnail. I might remember.
The reason that I'm doing it today on my day off is because I want this video to get a lot of attention on DSP Gaming since there's no other videos today. And the bottom line is that this coming Saturday, March 23rd, 2019.
You know, I just thought about
my first ever.
I wish comments was enabled for this, because this is the thing that I've been complaining about for years when it comes to his fickle ass fan base. He uploads videos every day, and stuff from 2-3 weeks ago don't even have 500 views in some cases. He uploaded a special announcement begging video and it get more than 3,000 views. And of course you'll say, oh, Tevin, there might be a lot of detractors and stuff watching it. And it's a lot of his real fans too, because they've been doing this for years. They were waiting until he put out these big elaborate drama videos and crying videos and begging videos. And the top comments would be people you never see post comments under any other videos saying, oh my God, Phil, I'm here for you, man. I'm going to help out, dude. We love you, Phil. Please don't go away. It's like there's some weird form of enabler, because they probably don't give him any money. They probably don't watch his videos because they never comment under him. They don't follow him on Twitter. They don't talk to him on Twitter. They don't talk to him in his stream chat. But every time he upload a crying video or a begging video or a drama video, they the first one to watch it and say that they support him and they're going to be here for him. No, the fuck you're not, you liar.
True gaming.
They lie to him as much as he lied to them.
Roughly 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific time on Twitch. And I'm going to be doing a wide variety of games, including more Sekiro, because it's coming out this Friday, and I know people are going to want to see more of that. Retro games such as Donkey.
Speaking of Sekiro, giveaway for Sekiro, link in description. Sekiro, by the way.
Kong Country series, as well as some Super Mario RPG. Chill and modernized games that you guys like to see me play, including Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout, probably some Modern Warfare Remastered because I've been doing so well at that recently, and some throwback classic Street Fighter since you guys love watching me play.
I like how modernized gaming is just Call of Duty. And one of them is a remaster from a game that's like 10 years old.
Play that because those are the games I grew up playing, and I'm actually pretty good at them.
Wait, huh?
Probably some Modern Warfare Remastered because I've been doing so well at that recently, and some throwback classic Street Fighter since you guys love watching me play that because those are the games I grew up playing, and I'm actually pretty good at them.
Oh, weird flex, but okay.
And I'm probably even going to do a segment on the stream where I just kind of talk to you guys, maybe open Q&A or just discussions of how things are going, okay? All that being said, why am I making this video for you? Why aren't I just putting out the videos here on DSP Gaming? Well, the reason I'm doing this marathon is because my federal taxes are going to be due on April 15th. I have been speaking with my tax guy, and he's stating that
He's a tax guy now.
Wow.
This dude was a CPA, an accountant, an attorney. Now he's just a tax guy because he's scared to say the wrong word for this person that he never interacts with because they probably don't exist. He's scared to call him the wrong thing because Android X might be watching. Now he's a tax guy. And look at that side eye. Damn, I can make this the thumbnail too. This is even better. He looks so scared. It's like somebody coming in his window.
by the end of this week, he's going to tell me exactly how much I owe the federal government. And the bottom line is, the more I can pay out of that, the better the situation will be. Okay? Basically, the way he's explained it is, the more of what I owe I can pay up front is good, because if I pay that off, then that's less that the government can say, oh, you didn't pay it on time, and now there's fees and interest and everything that gets slammed on top of that. So, you know, in all honesty, this Saturday is on time, and now there's fees and interest and everything that gets slammed on top of that.
He prepares himself for the snort. That's what the hand gesture is. He's preparing himself.
So,
there we go.
you know, in all honesty, this Saturday is make or break for me. This Saturday's marathon, how it goes, is make or break for me, because depending on how much I can raise during this special event is going to determine how much of my taxes I can actually pay, and basically get...
It's a make or break stream, but he cares so little about his YouTube audience that he only gives them an 8-minute video that they can't even comment under. Nice.
As far out of a bad situation as possible. It's very possible that if I can't pay off all the taxes, that there's going to be massive amounts of fees and interest that are going to make it basically almost impossible for me to pay, to the point where this year...
Didn't you not pay your taxes last year?
it's going to be such a burden on me financially that I may actually have to sell my house.
No, you won't.
And leave this awesome place where for the past 5 years I've been making videos and streams and doing what I love.
Oh, yeah. Doing what he loves. Doing what he loves. That's why when he left YouTube streaming and went to Twitch, he told us how much he hated streaming on YouTube. That's why when he first left Twitch and went to YouTube, he told us how much he hated streaming on Twitch. What was the clip for that at?
Twitch is all about subscriptions. You gotta subscribe. Get those custom emotes and shit. Subscribe. That's why everyone over there is all about their subs.
I cannot wait for 2020 or 2021, because you know DSP still going to be around. I cannot wait for then when he tells us, you guys remember back in 2017, 2018, 2019? Oh, dude, it was so stressful to stream. I had to come on stream on time every day. I had to fucking beg you guys to donate. And I'm so glad it's not like that anymore. But now he loves it. He loves it. He's loved it for the last 5 years. If you pretend he hated and loved it at the same time, sure, he loved the money, obviously.
Kat and I.
He points for Kat now. We pointed the door for Kat. She's fused with the door. She's next to him. She's in a room. She's actually in the room as he records this. What are you pointing at?
My girlfriend, who's lived with me for over a year now, love this home. We've built a life here in the last.
They built a life. Kat built a life with him by moving in and not having furniture and going to work every day, coming home every day and going to sleep. They built a life. Let's take a look at this built life. His Instagram ought to be up in here. You know what? Yo, he actually don't. I think I noticed this a while back. He don't list his Instagram in his description. It's really weird. I mean, he don't post to it anymore, but whatever. Guess it makes sense. Let's look at the life Kat built. Look at that room. It's the same way it looked when she moved in. Nothing on the wall. She got a little shitty fan right there because the room always hot. She got the same computer, obviously, the little monitor, the little keyboard. She put nothing on the desk. It's like a roommate moved in that's ready to move out at any given time. Oh, God. I don't know why he took that picture. She looks so bad in that. I'm trying to find the one where he cleaned out the room and he showed us the whole thing, because that's pretty much how it looks now. But they built a life together. Yeah, she living in an empty fucking room. She building a life with him, living in an empty room. Obviously. Well, I mean, they bought new blankets when she moved in, so that's something, I guess. He didn't delete that, huh? I don't think he did. It would be an odd picture for him to delete while he leave all of these other terrible ones up. Yeah, the room had more life in it before he cleaned it out. Panda Lee left a fucking computer husk on the floor. That's terrible. That's so bad. That's so bad. Oh, that's not it. There we go.
Last year, I worked my ass off to earn this house through
Hey,
years
worked
and
his
years
ass
of
off.
hard work, and have busted my ass for the past 5 years to be able to afford to stay here. And now it's basically rocking a hard place. So the reason that I'm doing this is because my Twitch stream viewers already are well aware this event is going to happen, and they're aware of how important it is. And I'm very sure that people are going to come out and be supportive. But you guys, the YouTube viewers,
Nigga, he literally points at me and gives me scary eyes, telling me I need to give him money. You fucking assholes on YouTube points at the screen. Yes, you need to pay up. I don't want any more money from my Twitch viewers. They know, they're good piggies. They know what's up. But I need money from you.
you brought it up. You're the one who's causing the problem here. You. Yes, you.
Yes, you.
For the most part, I'm very sure that people are going to come out and be supportive. But you guys.
Look at this dude. He give us the Uncle Sam finger. Like you need to pay up now. It's your turn.
Guys, the YouTube viewers, for the most part, you don't know about this stuff that happens behind the scenes unless.
And it's bullshit. He talk about taxes in half of his gameplay videos. He talk about Article 13 in half of his gameplay videos. He talk about all of this stuff in every pre-stream, and every pre-stream gets uploaded. So how would his YouTube viewers not know? If they don't know, they don't care. And if they don't care, they're not going to give you money.
I talk about it randomly in a gameplay video, which doesn't always
Randomly.
happen. So there's very many of you out of the thousands and thousands of people who watch my content here on a daily basis. Many of you may not be aware of the situation I'm in and the fact that if I don't raise a lot of funds this coming Saturday, I may have to sell my house and leave here and go to a small apartment with worse internet, which means less streaming or worse streaming, no nice office with soundproofing foam and everything behind me. You can't do this kind of stuff when you rent, because if you destroy the wall when you rent, now you're responsible for it.
Putting soundproofing on the wall, soundproofing, quote unquote, because it's not really soundproofing, that's just what they sell it as. But putting foam on the wall doesn't destroy the property. He didn't even have to nail it up. It's just glued to the wall. Did you use too much glue? Okay, pull it down, scrape the shit off the wall, and paint the wall. The fuck is this stupid shit supposed to be? It's people that live in apartments that have whole rooms decked out from like front to back with shit on the wall. Posters all over the place, soundproofing all over the place, pictures and plaques and everything nailed to the wall. They can never move out apparently because when you rent, you can't put anything on the wall. Well, you learned it here first, buddy. If you live in a rented apartment, rented house, whatever the fuck, don't put anything on the wall. You're going to get sued and killed.
And fixing it and everything. So I don't want to have to leave. You know, I don't. I love this place. I really worked my butt off to be here.
Fun fact, I have more soundproofing on my wall than he got on his wall. And he's supposed to have an office. And me and him got the same mic. And I got a better computer set up than him. And I actually have two computers that operate at the same time. And he has an office. Obviously. I mean, look at Chestnut. Chestnut back there. That makes it an office. It used to be a room. Chestnut made it an office.
So as you, the YouTube viewers, there's two things you can do to help. Number
Money?
one, you could attend this Saturday's stream. Check
Bullshit.
out the actual stream at my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/DarkSidePhil. I'll be streaming 10.
You know why he wants you to check out the Twitch channel? Because you're going to get enticed into giving him money to get him to read your dumb question. He don't care about you showing up and watching the stream. Get
a.m.
the
to
fuck
10
out of here.
p.m. on March 23rd. Come by, say hello, and
Say hello. Oh, there we go.
contribute.
And contribute. That's what you wanted.
If you at all can, all right? It's going to be via tips, meaning the only real viable way for you to contribute and help me out in this.
What about Patreon? If you give him money through Patreon, he's still going to get it before it's tax time. If you buy a t-shirt, he's still going to get paid before it's tax time. So why the fuck the only way you can give him money now is tipping? What?
Situation is to tip me, because
Okay.
you tip me via sending funds to my PayPal, and that allows me to have those funds right away and put those funds.
You don't always get it right away. It's some people that donate with fucking e-checks. It's really rare, but it happened to me sometimes. I'm pretty sure it happened to him sometimes. And he check his emails enough to know, but whatever. And I think if you use certain kind of cards, you won't get it instantly. If you live in certain regions and try to send it certain ways, sometimes you have to manually clear it and convert it to the money you want. It's a lot of ways you can not get tips immediately. And Muxy sucked dick. So it's probably even worse over there. You might not even be able to send money in a lot of situations through Muxy because Muxy is ass. It's probably better to tell people your address and have them mail money to you than use Muxy.
Toward my taxes. There are other ways you can help, like on Twitch. There's things such as cheering and subbing, but those aren't going to help. Those take too long to actually have any positive effect. It's only tipping that's.
They take too long to have positive effect. Just say it takes too long to get paid from it, man. We know you get paid from this. They take too long to have a positive effect. Next time you go to work, the people that go to work, next time you go to work and you want to ask about your paycheck, go up to your manager or whatever and say, when is the next time I'm going to get a positive effect? When will my contributions at this job turn into a positive effect for me? When is the next time that's coming up? They're going to think you're a fucking robot.
Going to help. Now, if you absolutely cannot make it to the stream on Saturday, all right, you can still leave a tip. You can still do it if you
Boy,
on Saturday, all right. You can still leave it.
look at this dude. Look at this dude. If you didn't see the blatant random font on screen, I have to point to you because I think you're literally a retard. I think you're a wheelchair symbol. So I have to point to the thing. Type the whole thing in, by the way.
A tip. you can still do it. If you watch my videos all the time here on YouTube and you appreciate the fact that despite the fact that YouTube makes me almost no money whatsoever to upload the videos here.
Yeah, YouTube make him almost no money. That's why he complain about content ID matches, and that's why he upload everything, because it don't make him any money. Very believable. Very believable.
I really do it as fan service for you guys who
Fan service. Fan service that makes enough money to pay bills. Fan service.
who've been longtime viewers of mine.
It's just for
and
the
love
lulz.
watching my stuff.
Just fucking around.
A lot of you even say you can't watch the live streams for whatever reason, but you can watch the on-demand videos on YouTube. Great. Please, if at all you can, please be supportive and leave a tip. You know, over this coming week or on Saturday in particular, when you leave a tip, there's two ways you can do it. You could either leave your name in a message if you want me to see it during a stream and give you credit for it, or you can be anonymous. You can leave a complete.
If you pick to be anonymous, you still leave a name and a message. You have to type in anonymous. Or people type in government names in to send a donation.
Completely anonymous tip. What if you just want to support, but you don't want to get involved with the whole, oh no, if I leave a tip, maybe someone will find out who I am or whatever. You could be completely anonymous.
False, by the way. I don't know if he's going to tell us in this video, but he's been pushing pretty hard lately. A literal fucking lie, saying, oh, if you donate anonymously, if you don't say who you really are, no one's going to know. I won't even know. That's a fucking lie. PayPal tell you, unless people making fake PayPal accounts and putting money into it to donate, which is what somebody should do if they're going to give a lot of money. Because I wouldn't want DSP to know who I am if I give him a lot of money. He might email me or some shit. He might call me on the phone later. But for some reason, he pushed this narrative and this blatant lie that if you give him money through fucking PayPal, no one is going to know who you are. Okay. He should set up Bitcoin donations. That way, no one really would know who they are.
It's not, it's not a big deal at all. I have that option there.
Just send them a Bitcoin, like 2 Bitcoins that could pay his taxes.
Give me any information either, okay?
Wait, he did say it.
No one will know who you are because I won't know. It doesn't give me any information.
It doesn't give me any information. Holy fucking shit. Dude. Oh. Imagine if somebody actually care about their privacy. Hardcore, and never donated to DSP because they don't want him to know who they are. And they believe this part and send him like $3 grand. PayPal doesn't give him any information. That is a hardcore lie. Holy cow.
Okay. So,
all right. Very nice.
The Twitch viewers have been very supportive. They know what's going on. They've come out to be supportive, and I get the feeling they're going to come out yet again this Saturday to be supportive yet again and help me out.
I like how he expects this so much. I get the feeling they're going to be supportive again. Obviously.
The Twitch viewers have been very supportive. They know what's going on. They've come out to be supportive, and I get the feeling they're going to come out yet again this Saturday.
They remember the multiple years of me lying to them. They like it. That's why they always give me money.
To be supportive yet again and help me out. You, the YouTube viewers, people who only exclusively watch on YouTube, I really need your support. This is it. This is the most important stream coming up I've ever done because I need to raise these funds, and if I don't...
What about last year fundraising stream when you got $3 grand? We need somebody to bring that up. At least one person. People send 50 cents to say really stupid shit. If you're going to send 50 cents, send 50 cents and ask him about his last tax stream. I want him to lie to us about it again. Tell us it went to bills.
I'm done. I'm probably going to have to sell my house and have a horrible year where there's going to be all kinds of less streaming because I have to move and figure stuff out. It's not going to be good. Okay.
What the fuck is Cat doing?
Negative thing that honestly, do I deserve it? No. I worked my butt off, and it just sucks that so many things have happened in the past few years to screw me over and make me not able to afford my taxes at this point.
You want to know one thing that could have affected him being able to pay his taxes? Having Cat come visit multiple times and then moving her in. I feel like that probably cost a lot of money. I guess that's irrelevant.
That I need your help. Now, the good news is, even if I don't raise enough to pay off this entire giant sum of taxes that I apparently am going to owe. I don't know yet. My tax guy's going to tell me this week. No, the way he explained it to me is the more I pay off, the better. Even if I can't do the whole thing, the more I can pay off, the better.
What about last year when you said you was going to pay taxes?
Because then that means less interest, less fees, less everything. So please, even if, man, I can only give Phil a couple bucks, that's...
A couple bucks. Look at his fucking face. A couple bucks. A couple bucks. Yeah, really? A couple bucks. That's going to help out, right? Uh-huh.
Great, that's fine. It adds up. No matter what I can pay off, it helps, okay?
Couple
So
bucks.
please,
Yeah, show up and give him $2 and say, here's to the taxes. He's probably gonna scoff at you
consider tipping
and
if at
roll
all
his
you
eyes.
can, all right?
Couple bucks.
Thank you for even considering it. Thank you for making me
What a
famous
sleazy
on the
fucking
internet
whore.
and allowing me to do what I love for a living. Thank you for your support over the years. I know things really aren't much of a YouTube focus anymore because of what's happened with YouTube ad revenue plummeting and me having to become a
this
full-time
video over
streamer.
with.
But I still appreciate those of you who still watch my stuff here on YouTube on a daily basis.
Phenomenal.
But I need your help.
Prayer hands,
am
too.
Appealing
Wow.
watch my stuff here on YouTube on a daily basis, but I need your help.
Prayer hands, and scary eyes.
I am appealing
Nice combo.
directly to you because I absolutely need your help at this point. This is the make or break point. If I don't raise a significant amount,
And people always complain about e-thoughts and get mad at e-thoughts for existing. This is a fucking e-thought. Sure, he's a dude, and he might not be the most sumptuous looking individual in the world, but this motherfucker is an e-thought. And he lies to you probably more than any other actual e-thoughts have ever lied. Probably.
I'm done.
Unbelievable.
Okay? So
A whole year of him pretending to be single and lying about paying taxes. No, I think 2017. I get him mixed up. It was the same year, wasn't it? Because 2018 he was supposed to pay taxes. In 2017 he was supposed to pay taxes. Then he said he need to keep the house to keep his girlfriend. Then he moved the girl in and he didn't pay the taxes, but he said he was paying taxes, and now he's saying he's paying the taxes again. Sheesh.
thank
This
you
dude
very
is a
much
machine.
for all of your support up to
Prayer
now.
hands again.
Hopefully,
Prayer
you
hands
realize
again.
the direness of the situation, and if you can, please help. Thank you very much, guys. And
Does he think praying us is gonna make us give him money? It's like, it's like a homeless person asking for
direness of the
money.
situation, and if you can, please help. Thank you very much,
If you
guys.
can, please help sad face prayer hands. He got the dingy shirt on. He didn't shave. He asking for help, a couple bucks, and he giving us prayer hands. He's a homeless thought. Doc is a homeless thought. Oh,
And if you can't figure out this link, it's also in the description of this video. All you gotta do is click
if you can't figure out the link, it's also in the description. Maybe you didn't have to put it on screen.
on it to go to my PayPal tips page. Thanks a lot, and see you later.
Oh my God. Well, that's it. I'm honestly surprised at this point he didn't just give us his PayPal email and say send it through. Because doing the shit through Muxy, he think these people are really fucking dumb. So making people do annoying stuff to send money is not fun. But let's see. So, anonymous. Oh no, you can actually click tip anonymously, which would just name you anonymous. Go fuck yourself. Let me see. Did they actually try to make me log in through PayPal? Or we just go straight through? Because I definitely can't not PayPal through Twitch. Oh no, shit, they not. Big ups. Okay, sure, fantastic. I think if you own Twitch, logged in on Twitch, they try to make you link it to Twitch. Because I had to use Muxy before. Because I gave money to Kekin, believe it or not. I'm not a DSP pay pig. I'm a Kekin pay pig. I keep it real over here, son. Well, that's the end of that video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It was way too fucking long. The meme is that the video would be long, but I didn't expect it to be this long. But I really wanted to go over the lead up. So you can thank GTG, aka Golden Triangle Gaming. You can thank him for this video being so long. Because when I saw how short this begging video was, I said to myself, oh shit, I could actually watch this other stuff that I've been meaning to watch for a minute, and I can tie it all up to be followed up by this. So it works out perfectly. Hopefully you enjoyed the long ass video. Like I said earlier, join a Sekiro giveaway. Link is in the description for that. It ends on Wednesday and it's Monday. So you got pretty much a little bit less than 2 days because it might end midnight on Tuesday night going into Wednesday. I should have checked the time when I made it. But that's it for me. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully you enjoyed the video for whatever fucking reason. But we Audi 5000 G. We are definitely Audi 5000 G. And if you want to send a tip, make sure to use this link to send a tip. If you want to help, please consider leaving a tip. Please, a couple bucks, prayer hands, sad face, homeless person. Very nice. Very nice.
Fuck you, I have your money anyway.